everyone. So today on this episode of What's New on Gamepass, I'm going to be playing Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance. This is the second time I recorded this. I recorded this yesterday, and I played the beginning of the game. I hadn't played any of it before, so it was just literally my first impressions. But the whole time, I noticed you could hear my controller in the background, and it just was too annoying, so I figured I'd re-record it. I've also played some more of this, so it'll be a little bit more informative. So, this is Dark Alliance. I guess they're using the name from the old Dark Alliance series on the PS2. And that was like a Diablo hack and slash type game. This is more like Vermintide. I'm gonna play my first mission in single player to see how that goes, and then we'll try co-op because, in all honesty, I've not had great luck with the co-op. It's been pretty laggy and just kind of left a bad impression.
That has anything.
But yeah, let's jump into it. So these are all the different acts of the game. Go to this act
Emperor
2.
Hamburg.
So similar to Vermintide and Destiny.
This
kind of
goblin
like
claimed to have found
gear
the
score,
shard.
but it's called combat
But what
score.
his goblin horde was
There's two here,
constructing.
but if I do any more than this on single player, it's a little bit too much. Here.
When are you people gonna bring me some more junk? I'm running low.
There's 4 different characters. There's a barbarian, a ranger, but I mean technically it's a fighter, who I'm playing as now. There's also Drizzt, who's a rogue, a drow rogue, and there's also a dwarf who's I think he's just a fighter. I don't know. The human's the barbarian. I don't remember what he is. I've only played this in Drizzt. This woman in Drizzt. I'm gonna be saying Drizzt a lot because there's like 100 books written about him.
I'd better
in the
prepare myself
D&D
for the
universe.
goblin shit show I'm about to see.
This lady cusses. Just hardcore. So I've not played this mission, I'll say. So traps, so it's got traps. My favorite thing about this is actually the D&D license, I'll say. Just how it incorporates things like short rests, how it incorporates traps. I mean, traps part's not super cool, but I mean, at least they brought that in. I mean, traps is a big part of that, of D&D. And don't ask me about the story. You're a group of 4 people and you're gonna stop the multi-deal. That's it. So we got these crystals that are resources that got a bunch of different currencies. But I think it's mainly like similar to Diablo, like the gems working there. I've not delved super deep enough to upgrade my items yet. This really is reminiscent of Vermintide, I'll say. So not as good as Vermintide, I'll start right here and say that. But if you're looking for something similar to Vermintide, or you like the D&D license a lot, that's so when I aim with this character, are up to 3 different folds. Oh, okay, now we're getting the first problem. I do not think she can do that. And also, I play as her kind of now, primarily for single player, but also the melee means are more fun, I would say, but it's also just way more chaotic, and I just cannot tell what's going on. So it's a little more manageable. But she does not do a great time. There's a lot of times where I'm like, okay, I should be charging at my bow and I'm not. It's almost like a timing system. The game doesn't tell you that at all. But it almost seems like it works when like you need to time your presses. Like
I'll need to find the runestone locks
so
for
this here,
Gotham's door,
this is how
and
it
then
incorporates
use
short
them to
rests.
lock the door and seal
You
Hamburg
can
in.
skip a short rest to increase loot rarity, or if, say, you're running out of potions and you're doing really bad, you might want to take that short rest. And say, like, you die. I actually died in a level last night, and I had skipped all the short rests. Whenever you restart the level, those short rests aren't going to be there. So you're basically setting that for your playthrough of this level until you leave fully. But I like that mechanic. At this point, the game's not too hard, so I pretty much always skip it. Reminds me of Words of the Fallen, I think it was. It was an early
I barely remember Gotham.
Xbox One
He
PS4
made this
game.
door his life's
It's like one
work.
of the first Souls-like kind of, I don't want to say copies, but first Souls-like games. It wasn't great, but the way that game worked is that it's bonfire equivalent. If you actually rested at it, you would lose a like loot chance modifier. The more you skip those, the better. Or well, you banked your souls. It's a weird thing, but it works somewhere this way.
Putting gems inside the keys to their doors.
Yeah, it's kind of broken. If you can get to these spots up here,
Fell to us. Barbarians and the townies fall next.
they just literally can't do anything. They're just sitting here.
Can't believe the ragged betrayed us. That's our job.
But she does way more damage up close, so I mean, that's not going to account for that. You can lock on, also, there's a lock on. Lock on does help sometimes, but the thing I don't like about it, it doesn't move automatically to the next animation.
You got spell of protection.
Okay, so I need to take out this guy first, I think. We're into these enemies yesterday. He's gonna, I don't know what he's gonna do. Okay, he just shoved it. Okay, so now, yeah, he's gone. He's showing his butt. Okay. Let's figure this out. It's a ladder. Okay, we're gonna skip this. I can see on higher difficulties playing with people, like, you'll have to actually wonder, oh, should we actually use a short rest? Should we not? On these difficulties I'm playing, don't worry about it. This platforming stuff does not feel great. Also, yeah, like, I don't want to talk a bunch of mess about this game, because I think what it does okay. It's just that they're, like, I mean, Vermintide's a hell of a game, and very similar, like, very, very similar. Like, even the way the loot works. I will say I do kind of like the way the loot works in this a little bit better.
Dwarf broke almost every door and bridge for all the goodies.
I see you there, baddies.
I don't know if that's, like, I don't understand why necessarily.
Keeping an eye on you, Archer.
We'll get into that at the end, though. It's really thinking that, and, like, actually, it's pretty much exactly the same as Vermintide. It just maybe the loot's a little bit easier to get. That's what I'm saying. Vermintide, the grind is real in Vermintide. Which that is also on Gamepass right now. But I'm not one of those people that's gonna be like, oh, just play Vermintide, don't even bother with this. Like, I am someone that just gets bored with stuff. Like, no matter how much I play it, like, I'll eventually get bored with it. And I want something else that's just reminiscent of it, but also similar. And that's just kind of how I've always been, so I don't like being one of those people that says, like, oh, just don't even bother with this. This looks fun, you know, if this looks fun, bother with it. That's what I was gonna say. This looks fun, play it. Like, check it out. It's on Game Pass, you know. And it just came out. It's day one on Game Pass. Here's guys. We can use one of my abilities. So you have an ultimate and 2 abilities. I've not been able to actually change the abilities yet, but it looks like you can actually change them. So similar to Vermintide, you see in the top left current loot, that's how much loot you're going to get at the end of this. You don't actually get it and equip it at the time, which at first I was pretty bummed out by, but thinking about it, like, that's something that's always kind of put me off of Borderlands. Playing it co-op, like, I mean, I do love playing Borderlands co-op, but, like, the biggest bummer is when you're just sitting there and waiting for people to get done, you know, managing their loot. Like this, you at least don't have to do that. You do that in between missions. Open up there. Movement feels okay. It feels very similar to God of War. Not as good, I will say, but you know how it's like you have like kind of a weighty feel. It's almost like in God of War you're playing Resident Evil 4. That's what it's so reminiscent of Resident Evil 4 is like just kind of the weight with movement and looking around. This has that. Some straps. Oh, it just feels very similar, just not near as good. And also it does the same thing as God of War, where it will show like kind of a compass around you when you're fighting enemies, of where enemies are located, if enemies going to be attacking you. You can tell they definitely took a lot of inspiration from that.
Just one! Get the Kafoy!
I'll use my ultimate.
Mighty arrows!
I don't, so to charge this up, I don't know if that is the ultimate, but really the ultimate is this. I don't know if you're not supposed to be charging it up or not. There's a lot of things about that I just don't get. The combat in this game kind of reminds me, at least with her, kind of reminds me of Dragon Age 2. If you played as an archer in that game, I don't think it feels as good and it's not as responsive. But kind of gives you a vibe of how it feels. You play as an archer in Dragon Age 2, so it can kind of be a context. And charge up is the best thing I've had so far. So here's this, it entangles enemies. That's another of my abilities. Unless my abilities, I don't really have a huge use for it yet, because I just haven't taken a lot of damage. But she is basically mid. She forms like a circle of heal, and you can heal your allies. So whenever you're playing this in 4-player, or playing this and you don't necessarily have 4 players, it seems like someone definitely still needs to play as her. And I saw the dwarf. His ultimate is like just a giant hammer that comes down and smashes. Driss' ultimate is they summons a ghost wolf.
I still stink of
For B.
Did not see human barbarian.
Let's see what we done. God gonna hook me in truth.
Well, okay, what is happening?
I got all kinds of trouble!
Oh, okay. We'll use that healing touch, you know. Just I don't really need to do
Your meat's too fresh.
that. Yeah, you got a dash. There's a quick dash, and then there's like a bigger dash. If you double press B. You can jump. I'm trying to think of any other things. Okay, you do got a block. There's a parry mechanic, but I'm just not sure.
There are still
I might play
runestones out
as
there to be
Driss
found.
whenever I try this co-op in a minute.
Let's see what you got.
Yes, AI just not super smart. So like they jumped out because I was over there, and now they're just like, where's he going? It definitely needs some work. I think the base of this game is okay enough to where if they work on AI, work on different aspects, just kind of bugginess, like the feel of just specifically this character, I think it could improve quite a bit. I mean, it's not terrible, it feels okay, it's just there's a lot of games like this, and it just does not stack up quite as well as it should at this point. But my favorite thing about it is the Dungeons & Dragons license. There's not a ton of D&D games, really. Occasionally, we got Baldur's Gate 3 coming out, which I'm excited about. I think that one looks like a much better use of the D&D license versus this. But I hope the D&D license gets more and more out there, like how the Warhammer license is just like, hey, we'll just let anyone make our games. So you just get all these different types of genres and games just in the Warhammer license alone. I would like to see D&D get there, because Okay, so just then I thought I should be charging. Restock stamina. Also don't understand completely how stamina works. Like you can see, I topped out at half stamina now. I think it works similar to like exhaustion in D&D, where it's just like no matter what, you're just gonna be running out of stamina. So use a health potion or use a rest. And this guy over here, you can see has a shield. That little bit line of health is basically how long until you stagger him past the shield. But hey, I've got a bow and arrow. I don't need to worry about that. And this is a lot of what you'll be doing of just... you can see there's an optional objective at the top right. Retrieve the dwarven mugs. You know, you usually have to eliminate like a certain type of enemy. But also, I've been picking up these rune stones. Normally, the way this environment works, you'll make your way to something. It's like, oh, you'll need all of these items.
Collapsing the dam was a desperate
and you
move.
have either collected them
What a
along your
mess
way,
this
or
will
you
be
might
to
have to go
clean
back
up.
and find some of them. So it's kind of just fetch quests. Let's go on.
I keep breathing, man. I never get the
Got him. They're just sitting there. And from what I've seen, I will say, now I haven't delved super deep into the co-op, but it seems like the same amount of enemies spawn, or roughly the same. It's just they up the difficulty. Okay, so these rocks silence me.
alone.
Can use some for, so these are just like kind of basic melee attacks. Also, oh, okay, I'm gonna be there. Okay. We will heal myself. Squeeze out my blood. That's lame. I can't just jump right on it. There's definitely a lot of branches to the side. You can tell they definitely view this as a dungeon crawler in the same way that the original Dark Souls was. This is just much more of a, you're not customizing your loot at this point. After this mission, you'll see I'll actually do that. I like this book. So these are just like collectibles primarily. They go into your codex and lever handles and stuff like that, or just used for specific switches. They usually lead to side areas and stuff. Okay. So I got one stain in the potion. So here you can see. Yeah, okay. So I think that deactivated these. Okay, that's good. These crystals are what's used for upgrading, so you can see I was initially like really worried because I'm just so tired of paying like 8 different currencies. These currencies are all just like upgraded versions of each. So similar to Diablo, you can like combine a couple of gems into a larger gem and work your way from there. So it just works just like that. And I'll show a little bit more after this mission, but the way you upgrade your abilities is pretty much all through money or feat points. And you get attribute points similar just like in D&D when you level up. I don't like this little bitty waypoint, because this waypoint almost works. Instead of showing you in the right direction, it just shows you the way out. So, I think I've been over there. So there's a lot of this, especially when you're co-op playing with friends. I imagine it's a lot better, but if you're playing at matchmaking, there's a lot of just like, oh, you're getting teleported back to the party leader because they went into this weird
Why
pathway.
you sticking over there, Shawnee? Don't kill him without us!
Oh, he's breaking? I so Riz yesterday, he has a disability. Disability.
Could be a target!
Fudge on me. So, I went invisible and the guy, like, just, he didn't know what to do, so he just vomited. I hit him.
Oh, baddie!
What there's something to do with it, Andy, was just... Okay, I vomit. That's what I need. That's my go-to line.
You're explaining a supply.
And I'm sure this is not the most interesting character I've played after this.
It ain't right.
Initially, I was very put off by this character. I normally love archers. But kind of got the hang of her. And it's not the most expensive thing, but ultimately, it's not too bad. Okay, so that's where I imagine I have to go. So turn around. Oh, poor dwarf. Poor dwarf. But so far, if you are interested for the D&D license, I haven't seen a ton of stuff I even recognize. I know Forgotten Realms is kind of its own branch of D&D, and this follows that. And then, I don't know if Forgotten Realms is just kind of the overall arc of D&D, but, you know, normally... Oh,
I got all kinds of trouble!
is this a puzzle? Normally, when I play D&D, it's just homebrew stuff. It's not necessarily...
Knew I was getting shuckered.
And I don't really want another thing. I don't really like the moves you unlock. What is this? Okay, these are probably what I gotta use. So, square. Okay. Square inside of a circle. Okay. Yeah. So do that. What else I gotta do? This on you. That's like a star? Star, square, circle. Star, square, circle. This one? Okay. So imagine every single time I hit one of these, it's the wrong one, it'll send an enemy at me. I don't like this. This is the first one I've seen where it seems like you actually have to hit the right buttons instead of just like, oh, hit all the buttons. So this is like the first kind of puzzle I've seen. What should we got there? That's it, right? Imagine I have to hit each one of these. Okay, no. Square and then that. So this? Okay. So I need to figure out this one. Which I think it's that. square and then circle. This one? Does that work? Yeah, it did. Ooh. So we're gonna be finding there's one of these in every level, I think. And they give you a free tribute point if you find it. I think it's only one per level though. Like, if you find that, you can't necessarily get it again. Animations are weird in this game. Like, look at this animation. Like, this does not look too good. Like, some of this stuff. But then, like, these dashes, like, it's like really, it's almost like it's got an animation priority. Similar to, like, Dark Souls. And I'm just surprised at that. So animations are weird, but overall I think it looks good. This is on Xbox Series X, which I know it has a specific Xbox Series X version. The first kind of area you're in, you'll run to a lot of areas that are real icy. And if you go near one of those kind of swords, and it gives you warmth, and you want to...
Who wants to be first?
What I like about her is that if you get close enough to enemies, those 3 shots like basically act like a shotgun.
You're under attack.
Oh yeah, I'm just good. Look like this guy's in fighting. Enemies, I should also say it's similar to Dark Souls if you're using the triggers. Part of the reason why I had to re-record my last video is just you could literally hear me constantly hitting. And this is a new game, and I didn't want anyone watching this and being like, oh, let me check out this new game that came out on Gamepass and watching it just hearing the terrible audio. So hopefully, oh, here's some of that ice. So I'm not taking any damage from this now.
Those dwarves really trashed the place. Yeah, nice of them to
There's
make
ice
us
everywhere,
feel
there's,
at
like,
home.
ice
Wake up,
dragons.
good boys! Your dwarf stink from here.
Bow. Okay, so you see I took some damage there and I also got slowed. Just from that ice. So all those runes I've been getting. I'm sure I do this and then I gotta fight a boss. Yep.
Who's gonna get shoddy over there? Why you sticking over there, shoddy?
I don't know how this is gonna go.
Who's on the arch?
Because I'm gonna fight a boss with just one boss. I want like one boss with 2 enemies. Doesn't seem right.
Mighty arrow!
Kill him. So if I did, that was a move I accidentally did. All the moves are like, oh, up and R2 or R. Great job. He resisted. this staggers in.
You're gonna kill me!
So you can see he's frozen because I've got an ice button. And you've also got items,
Keep your distance!
just a bomb. You got stamina potions. So like the melee, it seems like it's mainly focused on just staggering these enemies, but whenever they don't get staggered, I can't tell what's happening. So melee, I feel better. Feel better than this. Another thing, I don't like how long this screen takes. It takes too long. Come on now, just get me into the next step. So I gotta wait for 10 seconds to tally. Then the shield run out. And it seems like all of the loot is centered on the different characters. It's not like any shareable loot. Because I've not seen any, like, what's the word for it? Stash. Yeah, stash equivalent. Because, like, you know, Diablo, you have all these different character types, but there's, like, rings, necklaces that you can use between them. And this does have those, but I haven't seen a stash equivalent to use between your different characters, so this here works just like Vermintide. You know, Vermintide, you finish your mission, you get random loot at the end of it. And you can reveal it all one by one. You know, I just do this and then I just compare it all manually. So let's look at the loot section real quick. So these are my tribute points. It does show you initially, like, exactly how much you're improving here, which I do like. So I'm mainly just gonna upgrade, because I mean she just sits back. Just upgrading Dex. Even though that's not necessarily what you do as this character in D&D. So, this is a nice thing. So I do have 3 pieces of this on. I'm not worried about that right now, though. Yeah, so this does less damage. Less. The loot has not been great, though, I'll say. Yeah. Just a higher rank, who cares? Maybe I'll do something. Okay, here we go. What's this? Yeah, so I got 1 good ring out of all that. So we'll get my moves. I just unlocked these because I just leveled up recently, just now. So you can kind of see here, tap backward in RB while holding forward. So most of these you almost accidentally do because it's just, the controls are not as responsive as I would like. Let's do this. I'm sure I won't be able to remember this. Ooh, this looks cool. What is it? It doesn't even say. I think that maybe upgrades my something. Ooh, so I got these now. Okay. So have I almost leveled her up completely? It says 14 out of 14 moves. Let's sell some stuff real quick. So I think I'm gonna upgrade this. Oh, I can't even upgrade it yet. It's not enough money. Okay, let's upgrade it.
That works for me.
Because, you know,
Gee, thanks.
like you'll see in these loot games.
Mine now.
There's
Yeah, I'll take your
outfit
junk.
that, you know, this here, I have 3 pieces of armor.
What a deal.
It's a difference.
That works for me.
Let's upgrade this then. I can upgrade anything, but this is legendary.
Now you might not die so fast.
Still has not gotten there yet.
Yeah, I can sell that.
So sell that.
Mine now.
Also, you can customize the different skins that... I'm not sure if this... You have to unlock these weapons yet first, because I haven't messed with this a lot yet. But I do like how, just from the very beginning, they allow you to do this. And it's not super expensive either. You know, the transmogrifier. So this is the... How I was talking about the gems. So this here, you know, you can upgrade to 23 of these, blah, blah, blah. I haven't had
Knock
too
'em
much of a
dead out
problem with
there.
gyms. And also, I've not been
What are you
upgrading
looking
items just
for?
because I don't know how the loot's gonna work in the long
Happy
run.
to help, CB.
I'm gonna get a lot of it, but starting to get to a point where it's like, yeah, I should probably upgrade items because the loot just, you don't seem to get a lot of it by the end of the missions and stuff. Oh yeah, I gotta work on my feats, and then we'll join a multiplayer match. So I only got one feat point then. These are all the different enemies. Okay, so we're gonna go quick play online. I'm gonna switch to him. Oh. And just like, I think Vermintide works like this, but if another character is playing, like, say if I join this match and someone's already playing as the archer, I'll have to pick a new character. Okay, switch. Okay, somebody's already playing as Drist. We'll play as somebody new. Yeah, so fighter. Oh, did they kick me out? Yeah. This is what it's like when you got no friends. This is how it is. So it'll be Drizzt. There is, oh, so I'm right in. Hopefully the lag's gotten better. When I was playing this yesterday, just the lag was not too great. And I joined the match, and there was a guy named something 420. I forget his name now. Okay, new character then. Let's do Wolfgar.
Wolfgar! Even bigger in person. Kartik Stone Roller here, your friend, Regis, told me.
Shoot a giant hand.
Regis sent you? Where is that lazy bug? We need him on the
Me
battle.
raging.
Oh, really? Regis said the war was over. But he also said that I should stay here and make sure
I mean,
you're
just,
supplied with anything
I'm sure
might
if you
need.
played
For a
Vermintide
fair
2, you know
price,
exactly
of
what
course.
this screen is. So there's a merchant over here, sell stuff. There's your trophies over here. I'm not sure if this is based off the host. I have no trophy. Oh, so it must be on a character-by-character basis. Yeah, because I have definitely lost these trophies. Yeah, yesterday when I played this in Treasure Court footage, I joined some guy named Dusk Dawn 420 or something, and he was high as hell, drinking coffee, he said, and yeah, he was really mad at me the whole time, so I just, it's probably a good thing I never played. Just didn't know. Okay, I don't like the way this guy looks though. Look how stupid he looks. Just look how a lot of these characters, other than Drist, are pretty lame. So are they waiting? Oh, he's going invisible. Definitely should edit this out. I think this downtime, because maybe he's doing something. Oh, he looks sick. Look at this. Yeah, I like this. Oh, yeah, I got a tome. Cool. Is he gonna kick me out because I'm a newbie? I'm a newbie. I just want to show this off, man. Please. Come on, Hazel. Yeah, come on, let's go. I'm ready.
So long as the shard is still out there, this will never be over.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. I have not played this mission at all, though, so... That's one thing I don't like, is that there's not a way... I mean, I don't think Vermintide has this option either, but there's not a way to matchmake for specific missions. And that's kind of what I need for these type of games, where I'm not going to, you know, play on the hardest difficulty or anything like that, because you kind of need to be with people you trust, at the very least, to do that. But with this, like, I would like to have the option of just, like, matchmake with a random group of people that are playing that same mission, and then complete that mission and then move on. And also when you matchmake, I think it kicks you out automatically every time at the end of it. Which, you know, it's not super nice. Not super nice. Another thing too, if you all want to let me know down below, I'm recording this in a different way that I hope is going to be a lot easier for me. I'm just recording straight through OBS now, but normally when I stream through OBS, it lowers the resolution, and I don't like that. I want it to be like the best quality. So before I was recording straight from my video capture and recording audio separately, but then that would always time it wrong somehow. I don't know how exactly that works out. So I'm just recording straight through OBS, and I'm hoping it'll work a lot better this time. Here we go. Let me see if he's got a... Does he have a range? The ranged abilities for all the other classes suck. Like, they are terrible. Like, look how long that's... It feels so bad. That's why I worry about playing as her, and initially I was like, oh, this plays just like this. I've had this issue a lot, so you see it says collect. We're all trying to collect this, and the server has not responded yet. So it'll take a minute. I've had this happen multiple times already. This is the second. I'm pressing X. I know they're all pressing X. So yeah, there's some issues with this game they need to work out. Definitely. Definitely some issues.
When is Kessel going to set out and recover?
Hopefully it'll just be added. I do like, one thing I was worried about this first time playing a different melee character was resistance. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You can kind of see which thing he's attacking people. He's got a real momentum to his hits. That makes it like kind of difficult. I'll leave that to them. But you can kind of just see from me hitting these objects and just how long it takes for them to actually, like, how laggy this kind of is. And the enemies seem like they're reacting a little bit better. I'm just collecting loot over here, I'm sorry. Sorry. Hopefully I die, I will say, to end this early. But we'll see. I forget how it works. If we're gonna respawn back to the beginning. Oh. They're not even respawning right now. Oh, he's gonna die. Ultimate. Okay, that's it. It's forging over here. But yeah, I mean, I can see this being fun with friends. Definitely not much dramatic. Oh yeah, also they're naked. They just got a bunch of hair down there. They just got a bunch of hair. Oh, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Kill him. Yes, yeah, get him, get him. I guess I can use my ultimate. Oh, he's probably gonna Yes. Okay, so there's like literally no penalty then. There's no penalty as long as no one else dies. Because it's just coming back here. Fight more enemies. Yeah, you can't see his dangle. I mean, oh, hold on. No, they cover his dangle with hair. Luckily, so you people are in there. Did they already check this? Just get dirt. Just get dirt. Here, they're consumed. Hi. I'm gonna wait for my teammates to get here. Oh! What are you doing? Okay. Here we go. I reckon this guy is done. Mainly just the money, like just run over it. Gotta get out of here. I can see moves mattering a lot more for him because just his attacks are so slow that it's easy to use them. But like Drift moves so quick and all of his look, he just attacked him once and it moved him all the way up. So it was really hard for me to get hit. I don't even know what happened. Where'd they go? Are they dead? Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a longer episode. It's definitely be full. I mean, this game just came out. Is this Orun? So I was wondering why he has an ability to get that. Well, not necessarily like story reasons. What's the benefit of that? I mean, he does get similar rogue in D&D. He gets criticals when he is attacking others. That's not really, but you're healing your teammates. being on Game Pass, like, I'm checking this out for anything. Like, if it's a full price game, I would definitely be a lot more negative than it is. Keep my usually most of like are basically just win. This guy, at least I have to. I'll let them decide first. No, I don't suck. My guy sucks. Okay, hit play. This is the guy who's been carrying it. Yeah, they're not bothering me. Where'd Drist go? Help us, Drist. Help me, Drist. He just is not here. He's just gonna keep all the loot. Thank you, Drist. Drist. Just crumbled. I was kind of bummed out. I thought these guys were mind flayers at first. But they're just called cultists. They look like mind flayers because their brains are all big. They got big brains and they're covering their mouth. Right. No. I'm coming, Stygian. Coming. Oh, is that it? Back. Group of friends who play D&D. Already got it, dwarf. They probably kill so many more enemies than me. Like on this final tally screen, it's gonna be incredible how bad I am. They go fast. What is this? I'll grab it. Yeah, just grab that thing. Yeah. Yeah, soul coin? I want that thing.
Their urns are destroyed. The mages themselves are next.
But yeah, just don't ask me the story in this game. I started off, you're fighting goblins, same as now. And they were ambushing some dwarven stronghold. And then they ambush it, and then some ultimate evil gets released. Who knows? Yeah. Oh. Oh, he's invisible. I like relying on my ability because I don't do any damage. Oh, jeez. I thought, I was like, why are we fighting dwarves for a long time, but they're overdrawn. I guess just you can see his armor is low. That doesn't mean you can't until their shield's gone. Like, if you stagger them, I'm just letting them fight the bosses. I'm just cleaning up these mobs, you know. Mobs that provide no threat really do that. Oh. And sometimes I wish more carried but in all honesty, it adds more progression loop, so I can't play too much games like this, because that's what I hate, is just like popping out and just like, oh, I gotta grind for certain items. I'm not doing that. But okay, yeah. Pedestrians in the hall. Okay. That's my probably after this. On my own. See what I got. But yeah, thanks for watching. Ultimately, this game, hopefully they work on it. Hopefully it's not just they released it and was like, you know, we'll move on to the next thing. Hopefully they work on it. If they work on it, I can see this being fun in the long run. I can see your question. Yeah, I didn't get anything. But
my years training at the melee
back then, if you want to know you might Vermintide, I think you can really go wrong. It's okay. I mean, yeah, you can. Sorry. Like, it's dumb fun at Ultimate. If you're into dumb fun with friends, it's not too bad. It's on Gamepass. You can check it out. Yeah, thanks for watching. Join me tomorrow, because I'm going to be having another episode of yesterday. So I'm going to be playing and depending on how I feel about it, I'm going to have to start like a live stream playthrough of that. It could be like the first episode also of my first playthrough, but yeah, we'll see. Like I said, Yakuza 6. Yakuza like a dragon. So, whatever. I don't know. It's early. It's been a day already. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe. I really like doing this feature, just like wanting to impromptu things, and people are watching, so I'm gonna keep putting them out. So if you like this, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, and do live streaming more. Yeah, appreciate all of y'all.